Hey yo, what's good guys? Not video here. Today we got 50 jokes from 50 episodes that will make you piss yourself laughing from 8 out of 10 cats does count down. Now, let's see if this makes me piss myself. If it doesn't make me piss myself, then we need the comment clickbait. If it does, then honestly just feel free to roast me. Let's get it.
Funniest, best loved and most hilarious comedians in Britain couldn't make it because he's unwell. Genius in the 80s?
I started school when I was 2. Yeah,
you started school when you were 2?
Yeah, I was really, really annoying, so my mum just got rid of me as quickly as she could.
How old were you in the 80s?
I was born in 86.
And you started school in 88?
89.
Well, that's 3. It's basic math, isn't it?
What is that?
It's a calculator. With added fun.
I get a lot of stick for being a nerd on this show, but I'd like to point out that you just used the phrase added fun, which implies you think a calculator is quite fun already.
Bruh, actually though, what the fuck is that thing? Like, actually, what is that thing? That's actually really cool.
I'd like to point out that you just used the phrase added fun, which implies you think a calculator is quite fun already.
And then I've done the same with a 6 and a 2. I put them to make an 8. Very funny, these voices for some people, but I get a lot of tweets when the show goes out. People who think I'm a dick.
Danny, could they have done better?
I want to know what voice he was trying to impersonate. He sounded like a fucking Smurf, bruh. Like, what voice is this? Like, he's got like the Steve Irwin hat. Is he trying to sound like Steve Irwin? Like, what is this?
These voices for some people, but I get a lot of tweets when the show goes out. People who think I'm a dick.
That is funny though. He's probably not wrong too. But like, seriously, if somebody could tell me what voice he was trying to impersonate, I'd very much appreciate it.
Danny, could they have done better?
I've got anecdotes.
I'm sorry to hear that, Danny. What have you got?
I've got anecdotes.
That is the Cockney pronunciation of anodizes.
What? I think the area I really struggle is with the letters, and I've been putting Scrabble letters down my pants and just pulling 9 out and just going the word, then chucking them back and seeing how many words I can come up with. And I'll give you a bit of advice. It's best to do that at home.
I got it. Is it groin acne? Rob started brushing.
Fucking bro said groin acne. Oh my god. Bruh, imagine that shit. That's horrible. Oh my god. You know, there are some things that I can be proud to say I've never experienced. That is one, my friends. That is one.
I got it. Is it groin acne? Rob started brushing his teeth 9 years ago, and great news.
You only need the setup. You don't even need the punchline.
Rob started brushing his teeth 9 years ago, and great news, he's nearly finished. Americans call mathematics math because they argue mathematics functions as a singular noun, so math should be singular too. Fair enough, Americans, but by the same singular rule, you're a bunch of arsehole. How do you keep up your math skills?
Listen. We're just lazy, bruh. Like, honestly, who really says mathematics? Just say math. Okay, it's easier. It's just easier, bruh. Less effort. Okay, fuck's sake. Jokes aside, that's funny. That's actually funny.
What do you do?
Well, off the back of the success of Cats Does Countdown, Susie and I do another show called Countdown. It's really similar.
When's it on?
It's on every weekday, 2:40, Channel 4.
2:40 in the day?
2:40 in the day, yeah.
Who would watch something at 2:40 in the day?
Very popular.
Sounds like the kind of thing for like the long-term unemployed and pensioners.
This is my mascot.
Why the fuck do they have Peppa Pig?
2:40 in the day.
Very popular.
Sounds like the kind of thing for like the long-term unemployed and pensioners.
Check out Peppa Pig in
This is my
bitch.
mascot. This girl pig. She's essentially the third parent to my children. He actually sees my kids more than me some days because I just sit them in front of it all day and they just watch Peppa Pig all day. No, the telly. They don't, we're not that northern. I just sit in front of a teddy bear.
Well, the 30-second clock plays a big part in...
That's elite. Like, it's low-key true, though. Like, I feel like when I was a little kid, I saw more of, like, Caillou and, like, SpongeBob and shit than I did my parents. Like, that's probably fucking true as hell.
Countdown. Do you think anything else would be improved in life by setting it to 30 seconds?
Yeah, one of your DVDs. Knock that one out of the park there, Sean!
Okay, so you're on Towie, but why are you dressed like that?
You winding me up?
I'm just asking.
Well, it's because if you're going to go on The Only Way is Essex, you have to be glamorous, and what's more glamorous than a mermaid?
John has been going out with his girlfriend for over 12 months, and to mark their first anniversary, her friends and family released a special video message pleading for her safe return. Now, he might sometimes come across as a boring, slightly lame geek with no friends in his pathetic life, but... Oh, hang on, that's all I've got on the card.
You know, I think Jimmy's insults on John are just, like... Who do you think gets the best insults from Jimmy? Personally, I think it's between John or Sean, but I give it to John. I think John gets the best insults. Who do you think Jimmy insults the best out of everybody? Let me know.
I noticed you already did one at the little beginning when you're showing off in front of everyone. So I thought these ones would be jettisoned, but I'm getting done twice now, am I, per show?
That's what they said at the sauna. Did you know, for example, if something is obliviable, then it's easy to forget. I'm fairly confident I'm not obliviable, and neither's Sean, and neither's the other one.
I think a letter is arbitrary. A word, okay, it's a thing, you know, whatever, you know, floor. Can't think of any others.
That's the main one. That's the main one, yeah.
And it's supposedly made up of letters, but it's not made up of letters. It's made up of lines. Some of them are curly, some of them join up, some of them cross each other. It's just lines. And then arbitrarily someone says, oh no, that selection of lines, that's a P. And that selection of lines, that's an R. I don't accept that. It's just, it's all some lines.
Is that why your
make
books?
a word.
Is that why your books haven't sold?
Yeah.
Brother is from South Africa. His last DVD sold more copies than...
You know, one thing I really love about this show is, like, I've seen, not all of these clips I've seen before, but, you know, a good bit of these clips I've seen before. But, like, it don't matter if you're seeing it for the first time or if you're seeing it for, like, the 5th time. It's fucking hilarious.
Any other South African comedians. It was South Africa's biggest release since they let Nelson Mandela out.
Too soon, Jimmy.
Too soon?
Too soon.
Yeah. What do you mean too soon?
Too soon?
Yeah.
Oh, too soon to call the DVD sales because we haven't counted all of them yet, so it's too soon.
John says his new girlfriend takes his breath away, and that's because she's inflatable. Have you got a mascot this evening?
A what?
A mascot.
Oh, I think I misheard that. Mascot?
Yeah, mascot.
I got like a maths cot.
That's some of the best acting I've ever seen.
And his wife was pregnant, and I opened up with "It's lovely to see them together." The bride's legs, that is.
I
promise you.
My fucking god. That's elite. Who is this guy? Who the fuck is this? Nah, listen. I need recommendations for something to watch from this dude is a fucking menace. I don't know his name. I don't know nothing about him. But that's all I need to know to pretty much be confident I would be a fan of this guy if I knew who the fuck he was. So, who is this guy? Who is Mr. Bob here? Tell me about Bob. My name's Bobby, so, you know, we already have something in common. Like, kind of. Not really, but, you know, ish. What's up? What's up?
But it's lovely to see them together. The bride's legs, that is. I promise you that the bride's family left the restaurant. Very bad call.
Yeah.
Really bad call.
Now, if you've ever wondered what type 2 diabetes would look like if it came to life and got a job in show business, it's Johnny Vegas!
Do you know I actually got invited to talk at a conference on living with diabetes and I don't have it? They just presumed that I would have because of my girth.
Johnny Vegas there, who doesn't know he has diabetes.
There's nothing wrong with going to the loo 19 times a day. All right, and I like sugar, it makes me sleepy.
Rachel's been hosting a new science show for ITV. Good luck with that, Rachel. Watching ITV to learn about science is like watching Babe Station to learn about feminism. Sean, tonight it's Catherine Ryan. Catherine is a regular columnist for the NME magazine, which is a very prestigious journalistic job in the late 1990s. Victoria is the host of a highbrow intellectual quiz show called Only Connect. If you haven't seen it, it's like an upmarket version of Regular Countdown, but for an audience who might make it through next winter.
Bruh, they really out here insulting their own audience on the other show. Like, why? Why are they out here insulting their own people? That's fucked. That's great, too, at the same time.
Once went to see the film Shame with his dad, but said the graphic sex made it very awkward. Everyone in the cinema asked them to stop.
I think I would like Rachel Riley to be on my team, and then we could get like some hunk to do the letters.
I'll be free.
We'll get some Dick and Balls up there.
Is that his name? Dick and Balls? Unfortunate name, he'd get bullied at school. Because whenever Ed Balls gets really depressed, he says, well, at least my first name isn't Dickon. Or Harry. Or Richie.
It used to make people laugh at school by playing a Hawaiian tune on your nose.
Bruh, I like how Sean just makes everything so much more funny when he says shit. Like, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Is that a real thing?
Richie.
It used to make people laugh at school by playing a Hawaiian tune on your nose.
Yeah.
Is that a real thing? Can we hear that?
Do you want...
Ladies and gentlemen, Johnny Vegas on
Let's
the
go.
nose.
This shit giving me SpongeBob vibes. Like, I feel like this video about to get copyrighted, not only for like 50 different copyrights, since this is all from different episodes, but from the SpongeBob theme song. I'm calling it now. If it happens, here's a picture of it on the screen. If a picture actually pops up there, it's fucked.
A sextant is an instrument used for measuring the angular distance between objects, whereas a sextent is what a scoutmaster takes camping.
Have you played this, or have you only ever been in the...
What?
Let's not call it the easy chair, but you...
Bruh, I wasn't ready for that. I was not ready for that one. What the fuck?
Objects, whereas a sextent is what a scoutmaster takes camping.
Have you played this, or have you only ever been in the... Let's not call it the easy chair, but your chair. Have you been a contestant on this ever?
I've never been a contestant. I think it's beneath me, frankly. But it's great to have you here, Miles. But frankly,
How you couldn't play the game, because then who would do your job? Because nobody could do your job.
Maybe some teeth in a glass?
Sam Simmons, he's the...
I like how every time Jimmy just gets roasted, he just turns to the camera and smiles. Like, that's just his instant response.
Answer to the question, what would it look like if my thumb was hairy?
Offord, are you serious?
You look a little bit like a hairy thumb. You can't help what your face looks like. That moustache that's a permanent fixture, is it?
I can't grow stuff up there, I might as well have something to comb.
So, just quick comparison here. Quick comparison. Tell me this is not the same guy! They're twins! I've said it. I've said what I said. Made my point. Back to the video.
Do you get money from Guess Who? I'm not saying Sean's drunk all the time, because he's sitting right there, and he always gets aggressive when he's drunk, which he is all the time.
I'm a good drunk.
You a good drunk?
I think so, yeah.
I've been drunk with him. He's a good drunk.
Yeah.
Well, proof were needed.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, we're very different, aren't we?
I wouldn't say that.
Yes, I would.
You go in charge of spelling the numbers, and I'll deal with all social interaction. I think it's probably us batting at the best of our
No one
abilities.
told me there would be social interaction, or I would not have come.
Well, this may be the worst team we've ever put together. We're getting nowhere.
So many lies to choose from, aren't there? They were the ones, normally I lie when I'm looking in prams, or... As a parent, you lie. You say, you watch too much telly, you get square eyes. Your eyes are bigger than your belly. You can be anything you want to be. Lying, though, isn't it? You got to lie. You live by your lies, don't you? There's an entire industry based on lies. I mean, we're in show business. Your teeth are a lie. There's that lie I told the American tourist. I said it's 998.
According to a recent study, dogs can understand both words and intonation. So if there are any dogs watching, stop shitting on my driveway.
You were the voice of Postman Pat?
Yeah.
Did you create a backstory for him or anything?
Yeah, because he was in a TV series before the film.
Russell's t-shirts are so tight he looks like a toddler that was granted a magic wish to be big. Bill is constantly trying to challenge stereotypes about Chinese people by being shit at maths and refusing to violently suppress the people of Tibet.
Look at this together.
It's like a budget Hawaii 5-0. It feels to me like Jamie is what the Tinder profile would look like. And yours would turn up.
Oh my... The disrespect. The disrespect. Oh my god.
Oceanographers have recorded dolphins having conversations in their own dolphin language. They'd been trying for ages, and then suddenly it just clicked.
Did you go to Auckland?
Yeah.
Did you stay at that? You must have stayed at that hotel in Auckland next to the bungee jumping tower.
Yeah.
my God, they don't tell you. You check in.
You didn't
There's
sleep
people passing through the window. I'm like, ah, shit, this hotel. You ain't been there, any of the bungee jump there.
Is a vegan, so she's always making people who visit her vegetables. Bit like Sean, but he does it with a hammer.
Can I get away with it?
Vegan says her most embarrassing moment was answering the door to a Deliveroo driver whilst topless. It begs the question, do you live in a carry-on film?
I was in a onesie and it was hot in the summer and I'm not having a bra on, it's just a onesie, and then I went to the loo. And then I left the loo, and then I was carrying on my day, the buzzer went, and I thought, well, I've obviously got a top on, because I don't walk around the house topless.
So to go to the loo in a onesie is a bit of a palaver,
yeah.
It's the full down.
And then I pulled down, and then I got up, pulled my trousers up, because you don't always think I should get fully dressed again. I've been to the toilet, and I came out, I was like, oh yeah, da-da-da.
Delivery for Mrs. Tumnus.
Give people one piece of advice, what would that be?
Cool. What, from my life?
From a film.
From a film?
I've heard that question asked so many times in my life. Well, what would you give your 1%? And no one has ever answered, what, from my life or from a film?
God, you've stumped me, Jimmy. I'd have to say never tell a bride with a bit of dog shit on her dress to chillax. They get annoyed, that's all I'm saying, they get annoyed. Especially when they find out it was you that threw it at her. We'd run out of confetti, I had to improvise. I'll put it down to the stress of not being invited.
Sarah is a...
That right there is solid advice. I will cherish that advice. I hope you guys do as well.
Vegan feminist who loves animals, her favourite being the high horse. There are 25 feet of intestines in the human body, so if you laid your intestines out end to end on a tennis court, you would die. Apes use 40 gestures to communicate. They also know one word, hoo hoo ha ha, which means this bath is too hot. A person who illegally exports sheep is called an owler, unless you're from Wales, in which case you're a sex trafficker. Jason studied media and performance at the University of Salford. He left with a degree of embarrassment, I'd imagine.
It's a good course, that. Tough as well, Salford, doing drama in Salford. Is this a dagger I see before me? Yeah, give us your trainers.
Kevin has a degree in social sciences from Glasgow University, which means if his comedy career doesn't work out, he'll always have, well, let's just hope his comedy career works out.
I don't have a degree in social sciences, Jimmy. I've never actually set foot in Glasgow Uni.
Really? You don't?
No. I studied social sciences at college. That means you're too thick for uni, but too arrogant for a call centre. I was in
What awesome. This had some funny moments in it, 100%. If you made it to the end, I want you to comment Mario. Bye. With